Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nettie here. Today we are going to do a review video, and this was requested by Becky L. And it is on the Valentino Rock Stud Ballerina Flats. But I'm going to add a little bit more to it, and I am actually going to do a review as well on the Chanel Ballerina Flats. So kind of like a smackdown between the two shoes, and I'll give you my opinion and on both of these. So just for starters, the Valentino Rock Studs, price-wise, both are very similar in price. So I think I paid $7.45 for these, and I paid $7.50 for these ones. So as far as price-wise, they're about equal. As far as size-wise, the Valentinos, I would suggest you go up half a size than your normal size. These are a 35.5. I usually take a 35 in most shoes in the European size, and I'm a size 5 in the US. So I was told to do half a size up, and that's true. So you need to do a half size. On the Chanel side, these are true to size. They're a 35, and I take a 35. So true to size. As far as accessibility to these shoes you can get online at the Valentino website, and you can also get these through other stores like Neiman Marcus, Saks, Nordstrom's, Bergdorf, Goodman. I mean, they're readily accessible online and in the stores, and they will order you. So I had no problems getting these. The Chanel, however, we all know that it is harder to get Chanel online. You cannot do it. You can't order shoes online. You have to go into the store, but they are available in, same thing with the Neiman Marcus, Saks, Bergdorf's. They're available, in the Chanel boutiques, and just can't get them online, which is very, very sad because I would probably buy a few more. But anyways, that's for accessibility. For the information on both these shoes, so they're both made in Italy, which is nice because Italian leather is always beautiful. And here is the box for the Chanel. You get it in a regular box, and I'll just show you, I'll show you the information on this shoe if you're looking for it. This is a dark navy and black cap toe ballerina flat. So that's the information on that one. And for the Valentino, they have the beautiful red box, which just, and here's the information. Hopefully you can see that. It's not too light. Information on that. So as far as wearability, pros and cons on this shoe. These are a patent, so they're going to be a little less flexible as far as comfort goes. I've put these at a comfort level of about a 3.5, 5 being most comfortable, 1 being least comfortable. So they're a little bit, when you wear them all day, they tend to rub a little bit more on the back of your heel, just because they're not as flexible as the Chanel. And this is kind of unfair because I don't have the Chanel patent leather. So it might be a little bit different if I had the Chanel patent, but I find that you know, this is obviously, you know, so soft and just very pliable. So you know, by the end of the day, these shoes, you know, I could wear them day, all night, and walk quite a bit in these shoes. These ones, I wear them quite a bit, but by the end of the day, my foot has that little bit of, you know, the redness on the back of the heel from a little bit of the rubbing. So that's why I gave them a 3.5. And as far as size-wise, like I said, these are true to size. The Chanel are true to size. These ones you need to go up half a size. The one thing I did worry about with the Chanel, a lot of people told me that the Chanel is a very narrow shoe, but I have an average size foot, I think, and actually the front of my foot is a little bit wider, so I was afraid of getting these, that these wouldn't fit, but because they are just a soft leather, and actually they're not that narrow. So I found them quite comfortable. No problems with my toes being squished. These are a wider shoe, you can tell by the base of them. And they're, you know, I have no problems as far as width. So if you have a little bit wider of a foot, these would just be fine. And they have a really nice toe cleavage. Some people might turn them off a little bit on these shoes, but I think they have just the right amount, and they look just, you know, stunning on. As far as wearability, if you look at the bottom, whoops, sorry. If you look at the bottom of both shoes, you can see that I've worn them. I normally don't put any protectors on most of my shoes. The only shoes that I have put protectors on are my Christian Louboutins, just because I wanted to keep the red sole for a little bit longer. But all my other shoes, they are just regular leather bottoms, both of them, and they've worn pretty decently. The only thing I would say with the Valentino is you may want to put a protector on the tip of the shoe, because I don't know if it's the way I walk, but it has a tendency to wear down. You can see on my shoe I've already worn it down a little bit. And so to protect the patent on the point, I'm probably going to take these to the shoemaker and just get them to put a tip on here, protect that tip, and so it doesn't start peeling away. So as far as wearing them outside, these ones I like because you don't have to worry about getting caught in the rain if you happen to be out, because they are the patent, and they do have a little bit of leather on the edging, but I find that, you know, I haven't had to worry, and I have been caught a little tiny bit in the rain, but not enough to soak the bottoms. And I wasn't worried because of the patent. So that's the plus on these. As far as the Chanel, the wearability is really good. The width of the leather on the sole is very good as well. I don't think I will have to, you know, do anything until they really wear down. But as far as wearing them out or outside, I almost got caught in the rain in these and had to, you know, run to protect them, because they are a soft leather and I didn't want them to get, you know, water stained. And so that's the only thing I would say with these. If anybody out there knows if I can put a leather protected spray on these, please let me know. I'm going to phone Chanel and find out what I should use to protect these, the leather on these. If I can just use any leather protector or shoe leather protector or anything like that. But please, yeah, if anybody knows, let me know what you use on yours. But yeah, so I had to run. So I would say that, you know, you have to be a little more careful with these than with the patent. Also for comfort, these shoes, although they don't have a lot of padding on the inside, they are just really comfortable. They have a nice tight sole and a little small heel, and they are just, every time I wear them, they just get more and more comfortable, and they start molding to your foot, and you know, I just find that I'm very, very drawn to these and to wear them. So that's why I give these a 5 out of 5 on comfort, and just love them. For the Valentino, I give the 3.5 out of 5 on these, mainly because they're just they're not as comfortable, and I think it could be because of the patent leather, but they're, like I said, they're not as flexible, and they are a wider open shoe, so your foot, when you're wearing them, they tend to slip out of your foot a little bit more than the Chanel. You know, the Chanel ballerina flat, it just hugs your foot a little bit more than the Valentino, because it is just a very much wider open and lower shoe. So what I've done to make them just a tad more comfortable for me, I bought some Scholl's inserts, and I bought like some that were quite a bit bigger, and then I just traced out the bottom of my sole against the foot pad, and it just fits. It fits into the shoe really well. So I'll just show you. It just fits right in there perfectly. And it makes the shoe a little bit more comfortable, so that I can wear them for a little bit longer during the daytime. And they are quite flat, and I just find that they're not, they're just not as comfortable as the Chanel. So that's just my opinion. And as far as wearing these, or the wearability of these, I haven't had them as long, but I don't see any flaws in the studs yet. And you know, none of them are loose per se, and none of them are, you know, they don't have any, you know, tarnish on them yet. So I will do probably another review in, you know, give me 6 months of wearing these, and I'll give you another review on them for, you know, how well they wear. So that's my review on both of these shoes. Sorry, I just lost, the sun went in and out. But if you have any other questions about these two shoes, I think if I were to pick, I think the Chanel won this challenge. And if somebody were to ask me, you know, would you buy another pair of these shoes? The Valentino, I probably would say I'm happy with this one pair, and I don't think I would buy another pair. Although with the Chanel, I will definitely be purchasing another pair, because I just think they are a little more classic, and they're super, super comfy. Whereas the Valentino, at least the patent leather, is a little more unforgiving as far as you know, comfort. And they are a beautiful shoe. Don't get me wrong. I love them, and I think if when and if these wear out, I will get another pair because they're just beautiful shoes. But I wouldn't buy a second pair. I'm happy with the one pair that I have. So, like I said, out of this smackdown, the Chanel, I think, took this one. Give me your opinions, your thoughts, which ones, if you have both, or if you have one or the other, let me know what your thoughts are on these two shoes. And I hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.